Today we are going to go through the remaining Rosyth school. I highlighted quite a number last week as well. Mr. Tan had a total of 1370 oranges and pears at first. He sold 47 of the oranges and 265 pears. Okay, whenever you see the fraction, you have a numerator and you have a denominator, okay? I always tell you all to always circle and circle, right? And you need to understand your numbers first. So, first of all, he sold 4 units, okay, out of the 7 units. And the 7 units, right, if you see, is of the oranges. So, the 7 units must come from the oranges. Alright, so whenever you see one fraction, right, it's equal to one ratio. You all learn ratio already, right? So, one fraction equals to one ratio. The very first ratio you can come up with, right, is your oranges, okay, at first, okay, which is 7 units, and then your oranges, okay, sold, which is 4 units. If you want to save time in exam, you don't need to write the whole oranges, just write O for orange also can. Okay, so I'm just writing everything like very clear for you all to know what I'm writing. But okay, let's stick it with this way first so I have more space. Okay, so oranges in the end. Okay, 7 minus 4, right? Okay, we get 3 units at the moment. Okay, so that's the very first thing you should do when you see a fraction. Okay, that will help you. Okay, and then he also sold 265 pears. Alright, and then now the oranges left was 1 out of 2 of the pears left. It means now your oranges left is 1 and your pears left, right, is 2. Alright, so remember I told you all, right, one fraction is one ratio. So you have one more fraction here. That's another new ratio that you can come up with. And that ratio you should have is your oranges left. Okay, your oranges left is the same as your oranges in the end, right? So I'm just going to write the same way. Oranges in the end compared to your pears in the end. Okay, your pears, okay, which is 1 is to 2. Okay, now I want everybody to see something here. Okay, do you see something that is the same? Look at these oranges in the hand we have here and here. So they are referring to the same thing, right? So which also means, okay, we must make it the same. So we are going to multiply by 3, multiply by 3, okay, to make it the same. 3 to 6, okay? The reason why I multiply by 3 is such that I can make this the same. So once I can link up here and here, right, all these are my units, okay? They will not be units and parts, they will just be units. I have a number here I haven't used, 1370. Total oranges and pears. I also have another number here I haven't used, okay? 265, which is what he sold. 1370, you minus the 265 pears. These are your pears that are sold, okay? Okay. Now, when you minus, right, you are getting, okay, you will get 1105. But here's the hard part, okay, everybody? When you get 1105, right, how many units is this? This is the part that students get confused. Okay, very good. Why y'all say 13? Because he just now sold that 4 unit, but you don't look at the sold, Because you take 1370, you didn't minus that sold yet. You only minus the sold for the pears, you know. You never minus the sold for the oranges. Which also means, right, when you minus the pears sold, right, the 1105, right, is your oranges at first. Clear or not? Okay, it is still your 7 unit oranges at first. And then you minus your pears sold, so your pears in the end is 6 unit. Very good, 7 plus 6, everybody understanding well, okay? 7 unit plus 6 unit, right, is equals to 1105. You will have 13 unit is 1105. Then to find 1 unit is 1105 divided by 13, which you will get 85. And then they ask, how many more pears than oranges were there at first? Let's go and find pears at first. I know pear in the end is 6 unit. So how do I find pears at first? Given that we know that, okay, Mr. Tan sold 265 pears. So you 6 times 85. Then you still must add back the 265 that he sold already. Okay, plus the 265. That will give you pears at first is 775. Okay, everybody clear? For oranges at first it's pretty easy because it's just 7 unit, right? So if 1 unit is 85, 7 unit will be 7 times 85, 595. Okay, so now we can find the difference. How many more pears than oranges were there at first? We just have to take the pear, which is 775 at first. You minus the oranges, which is 595. So 775 minus 595, you will get answer 180.